All right, everybody. Listen, welcome to the Let's Talk About It show. And we're going live from in our houses, but we're here on BKS1 Radio. And this is BlaQ Ops.
Hey, this is Wunda.
And this is six-man Dean Geronimo. No calls this time. We just rocking straight out, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about here. And it's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody smiling. It's a crazy world out there right now. I see we all got our beards going a little bit and showing the old man. But hey, it's a privilege denied to many, so I'm proud to rock it. But It's good to see everybody. So, but we're going to keep the show rolling like we normally do. Miss E couldn't join us today, but I know she's with us in spirit. And we'd like to give a shout out also to the super producer who couldn't make it today. We got the CEO, Storm Norm, who set us up today. We don't have any applause, but you know what goes right there, people. So anyway, what's going on? Right, let's get the hand clap going like back in the day.
Just make it clap, dog.
No doubt. Wonder what's good, man. We're going to start with you, man. What's going on?
Well, being the conspiracy theorist that I am, I'm having a ball in all of this, right?
Right. Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad.
Bring it up.
Because the black man has to. No, I'm just playing. But hey, you know what? I've been getting in. Like a lot of other people, man. And I've been hearing this from a lot of people, especially those who may live alone, like myself, or even if you have family members. But I'm hearing a lot of people saying, like, man, I'm learning a lot about myself that I didn't know. Just from being, sheltered in and having to change up, your lifestyle, your patterns, your habits. I've been running. I kept saying I need to jog. I've been doing that like every other day. I've been working out a little bit.
Yeah, you get it in, dog.
Talking my talk. And that's it, man. I mean, in work, maybe once or twice a week, I'll go into the office to take care of some things. But mostly I'm working from home. Actually, man, and as many people know, when you work via remote, sometimes you put in longer hours. And it's
Yes,
so I've been putting in like 10, 12 hours, man. And that's it. Just trying to keep as much normalcy as possible. That's it.
And I said this, it's about, like you said, finding yourself, but it's also about, those moments where you can really, you always say, I want to sit back and really just dive into who I am at this point in my life, but you never have time because life is right there on you. And
right.
you want to say, what is it what are my passions going ahead? What I really want to do? Let me put it to paper and all that good stuff.
That's
Now,
right.
Listen, I have literally cleaned out my closet, right?
Okay.
It's immaculate. I'm proud of that, right? I've cleaned out my shit.
Work in, yeah.
Right. I cleaned off my back porch. I've done a lot of the little things that needed to be done. Also, here's the bad thing. I'm normally a gym rat, so it's funny. Wonder that you made mention of how, and I see you on Facebook Live, and I'm like, look at one, I should go trip his ass somewhere. And I haven't, I was doing the push-ups and, I'm missing the dojo martial arts, but man, literally, I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, like that fast, like some of that work is gone around the midsection. It's like, man. I do want to start running, and I think I'm gonna make it a crawl, walk, run approach with that, and take off from there. But it's trying times, man. We'll look back and as history writes this, and we'll say those are times that was a time when we really had to sit back and really come to grips with quite a few things, with not just who you are, but we as a people, as a nation. So there's a lot, and we can jump all into that. But I'm gonna finish getting on around the panel, but. Always a pleasure, Wonder.
Yes, sir.
Six-man Dean Geronimo, what's good?
Man, hanging on like an old loose tooth.
For real now, right?
But really hanging on, like got a little tendonitis, man. So body just took a vacation as soon as we got put on vacation. The earth, I guess, is trying to heal itself. So from there, it had to slow us down some kind of way. Unfortunately, some people are no longer with us. Some people are still battling this disease.
Yeah.
And then the question is, what's next? What happens when we go back to normal? You know,
right. If you can even say that, is what the new
what's the new normal?
right.
Because things could change. But those lessons that we learned a long time ago, when the elders used to say, you know, don't let too many people get too close up on you. You know, the Muslims had it right all along. People laughed at them when they were washing their hands and doing all. Now we're all doing it. So now, what's the new normal? You know, like, you're not. Please just don't go buy all the toilet paper. That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like,
I've seen some
spread the love, dog.
I've seen some savage memes behind toilet paper. My middle daughter, she bought like cases of that from Amazon. I'm like, we won't use this in like 10 years. Like, what is wrong?
Yo, they're gonna be like the dude trying to sell it back. They were like, nah, Jack, you keep all of those. You know what I mean?
All of that, yes. And it's funny because you know, when you go into the grocery stores and you go into some of the places, you know, that you normally frequent, and it's just a different vibe in there. Yeah. There's some things that you know, used to take for granted. Oh, let me go grab a gallon of milk and you know, a dozen of eggs, you know, which was a given, isn't a given anymore. You literally like plotting the time out. Like, if I go at like 8 a.m., the truck should have came in that night, and they should have the shelves stocked at this time. Let me make sure I'm in line. So it's a different way of life now. It really is. And what's going to be our new norm? So
what's going to be the new normal? How are we all going to handle it? And will some people get it? Because some people are not going to get it. Some people are just like they're ready to go to the beach right now.
Right. You know? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Look at the mayor of Las Vegas. The mayor of Las Vegas said, yo, we losing money. We got to open this back up. Come gamble with your life. Nah. Pass. Hard pass.
Yeah. There's a video I just put up not too long ago with Governor Cuomo, and he was kind of going back and forth with I believe it was a Fox News reporter, and she was basically saying, you know, don't you hear? Did you see all the protests and people shouting and they're ready to go back to work? And he was basically defending his position, and she kept trying to press him like, yeah, but what if they want to go back? And one thing he made mention of that I thought was very important. He said, listen, it's not about one person. It's about us. It's about we. He said, you could potentially get someone else sick, even if they want to go back to work, you know, and they're not concerned about their own well-being, all well and good, but this thing is contagious. And what about other family members? And she said, yeah, but are you saying that they don't have a right, that it's, you know, or a choice? That he said, you know what, become an essential worker, then you can go to work.
Yeah,
you know, get a job. Yeah, get a job as a. She's like, well, you can't. He's like, yeah, they're hiring. He's like, become an essential worker, then you can go to work. He said, this way you can you won't be killing everybody.
Right.
So he said,
President Cuomo, his older brother, and he's Vice President Cuomo.
I know, right?
Back then, but no, those are good points, man, and you shouldn't really put someone else's welfare at jeopardy like that. That just, to me, it makes no sense. Like, science doesn't lie, and this is, you know, when you go and you look at all these movies, you laugh and joke about being a conspiracist, if you will, or conspiracy theories. Like, I always watch the doomsday movies. Like, I watched 12 Monkeys last night, and when you think about movies like Contagion, when you think about I'm trying to think of the movie Outbreak, The Day After Tomorrow,
right? Yeah.
All of those, and here you have life imitating art, and sometimes you have to sit back. Man, this is incredible. And then Contagion, Dr. Sanjay Gupta from CNN actually, literally verbatim, echoed the words that he's echoing right now. That movie was made in like 2011 or 2012, I believe.
Yeah, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So you have to really step back and take a hard look at, you know, what's going on today. I know when I go out, I wear my mask, I have my gloves on. If I get out my car, when I went to take care of some personal business inside of a home, I had to I put like the covers over my shoes, the whole nine, because you never know. And you can't say, we're ready to there's no such thing as an acceptable loss in peace. Not a single life. There are no acceptable losses. Listen to the scientists. Let the curve flatten. You see this working. And what I do love is that Dr. Fauci and Coop, as director of CDC, they're like, listen, I hear you do, but it's coming back and it's going to be stronger.
Right. Get ready.
Right.
We're going to try to figure out a vaccine for this, but be ready because it's about to come. So pass that bill where everybody making under 200,000 get like $2,000 a month. Help your boy out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we go from there. Don't try to tax us next year. Don't just make it a grant that we don't have to pay.
Right. And then when you look at the stimulus money that went out, and listen, hey, any additional money that the government provides right now, I just think is a positive, right? But it has to be proportionate. So, and we've all seen where some millionaires get 1.2 million, where your average American is getting 1,200. You have to be right. You have to be fair and equitable. Like when you're talking about, your lower class, or you're right there at the border of middle class, like those wage workers, man, you have to seriously take that and take the moment into consideration. Like they have mouths to feed. Like the money that went to the millionaires, they don't need that. They don't need that. That's why, that's what I love what Princeton is doing, what Harvard's doing, what Shake Shack had done. They're like, hey, listen, Trump, got it. Yes, we make this money. Good luck, but we're giving it back. It says a lot about those institutions. Now redirect that money to the people who really need it. Listen, I'm all of this school of thought because I don't want people to get it mixed up. Listen, I've said this many times. Anybody who knows me know I live by this creed. A hard day's work for a hard-earned pay. In other words, go out there and earn your money. Nothing should be given to you. Assistance, yes, but nothing should be given to you, right? But this is a case where uncontrolled by man, there's a pandemic. And money makes the world go round. So this is the instance where the government should come in and say, hey, like Canada. Canada said, what is it, $2,000 a month? Done.
Yeah,
Done.
You can get that.
Until they come out of it. If we're the greatest nation on this earth, like people, this isn't a Trump bashing. This is me saying as the strongest nation, the most powerful nation, the most wealthiest nation on earth, they should be able to nail this down, get legislation passed, and get it out to everyone so that all families eat, is my point.
Right.
You're right. Let's take care of home.
Right. It's crazy. And
it's not like everybody would be getting it. Like for a person like me, I'm still working. I still get a full paycheck. So I wouldn't expect to get it because I'm good. I'm all right. There are some of us who are fortunate enough to still, get a full paycheck. We have letters to travel that we need if we need to show it that we are essential. So, I mean, to add to your point, it's like, it's not like, I don't think everybody will be getting it if you're already getting a full paycheck and you're working. But for those who have been furloughed, for those who have, or only work part-time or, whatever, their hours have been cut, then absolutely, they should get, some kind of relief to help them out, some type of relief.
Right.
But people like me, I wouldn't be looking for it, because I'm working. Yeah. Right.
No. It has to be, and at some point when they go back and they do the studies and all that, a salary versus a wage grade worker, like there is a big difference, a consumer-based demand job. I remember I got my car here because I was, cabin fever kicks and you say, I'm just going to ride around real quick. And I remember going down through Hamilton and I kind of I went and got a strawberry shake from Dairy Queen, but I looked at like Marshalls